For today's tutorial, we're going to see just how quickly we can put together the collared cape from the Fizz pattern. This pattern is currently available for several dolls, but today I'm going to be sewing it for the American Model doll. And at the conclusion of the video, then the pattern will also be available in a relatively short amount of time on our website. So let's identify the pattern pieces and get this thing sewn, and hopefully we'll get it constructed in 10 minutes or less. So we have the collar to the actual cape, the front of the cape, the front side of the cape, and the back, and that's it. All you do is cut one of each piece. This is on the fold, and then also the lining pieces. And the first step is going to be to sew the front of the cape to the front side, leaving an opening as indicated on the pattern for the actual wrist. So let's go ahead and go over to the sewing machine and get this started. Now that we have that opening left in the actual front of the cape, what we're going to do is just press that seam open, and then we're going to top stitch it. And that is actually where the doll's hand is going to be able to come through the cape to the front of the outfit. All right, with our two front sections completed, we're going to go ahead and repeat those exact same steps minus the top stitching with the lining pieces. All right, we're going to take that over to the ironing board and press that seam open as well. And then we're going to actually sew the front of the cape to the back of the cape at the actual side seams. With the main part of the cape actually sewn together, now we're going to turn our attention to the collar. In this case, we're just going to pin it right sides together and sew around the outer edge, leaving the neck edge unsewn. With the cape collar sewn, all we're going to do is trim in towards that seam allowance, turn the collar right side out, and give it a press. And then we'll actually get it basted to the neck opening of the actual cape. After pressing the collar, the next thing is to find the center back seam of the actual cape and the actual center back of the collar, and then you're going to pin the two pieces right sides together and baste the collar to the neck edge of the cape. You do want to note when you have the collar positioned correctly on the cape that there's an equal distance of material past each side of the finished edge of the collar where it's going to finish at the front. With our collar basted in place, the next step will be to grab the cape lining pieces, pin it right sides together to the actual cape, and sew all the way around the external edge. Remember to leave a small opening in the hem edge of the cape to turn the garment right side out. You'll want to check both sides of the garment, clip into the seam allowance, and turn the cape right side out, and then we'll get a final press of that and start to do the finishing steps. And we're only at 8 minutes, so I think we're actually going to be able to construct this in less than 10 minutes. The cape is really looking great. So the next step is going to be to hand finish the opening that we left in the back of the cape to turn it right side out. We need to hand finish both of those openings that are left for the wrist of the doll to come through to the front of the cape. And then we have just a couple more steps and we're actually done. The final things will be to get a fit to the doll, as well as add the buttons and the snaps to the front of the cape to keep it closed. Well, here's that final cape that we finished for the American model, and I think she looks really great. She's such a beautiful doll, and I really always enjoy working with her. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, list them in the comment section below, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video.